And Aboshi's so fucking cocky, and I love it.
Oh, yeah.
See her smirk every time. God, it's so good.
All right. So my favorite scene was like, I think it was more of like a wholesome scene, even though I described it as the hooker scene. It was the scene.
Oh my god!
I think I know
the
what you mean
scene
by it.
when,
It is wholesome.
This is a Valiant Star podcast. Enjoy.
What's good, beautiful nerds and nerdettes, and welcome back to another episode of the Nerds Be Like podcast, episode 94. And as always, it's me, Antonio, with the boys, Brandon, Dan, Lenny, and we got Eric.
Hi.
What's up?
And we
Also
are back
scattered.
for the finale of this year's anime with something a little bit special. This is our, I guess we call it retrospective for Studio Ghibli's Princess Mononoke. So
And this was teased a little bit last week. We didn't say which one we were doing.
Yeah. I believe this is quite a few of ours first Ghibli film as well. So it's a little special.
I gotta check up on that because I think I may have seen something beforehand.
Either way.
Oh, I have seen one. Okay, we can talk about it later.
Either way, before we get into the thick of things, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and ding the motherfucking bell if
Yeah,
you're watching this on YouTube,
as Patty would say.
Yeah.
and join our community Discord. You won't be sad. You'll be happy. You'll be sad if you don't do it.
I'm sad that
So-
you're not in there by now.
Exactly.
In case you missed the Eternals thing today, which we'll talk about later, we always update whenever things come out.
Yep. And speaking of news, we're gonna get into that now. But first, I gotta be sad for a second. So, as some of you may know, in the past week, it's come out that the mangaka or author / artist for Berserk, Kentaro Miura, died on May 6th, and he died at the age of 54 from what I found. It was acute aortic dissection. In short, it's from heart problems.
Sad.
So
I forgot what happened. I think you said it like the news only broke out recently, but it
yeah, so
it
he
happened a
died
while ago.
on May 6th, and then it came
Okay,
out
yeah.
like I think either last
Friday?
No, Wednesday,
Oh,
because it came back when we came back from the first D&D of the week.
okay.
But yeah, I'm sad. Berserk and Guts and Kentaro's work has inspired a lot of stuff. If you play Dark Souls, a lot of that world, like those kind of worlds, were heavily inspired by Berserk and its world. Characters like Cloud and classes like the Dark Knight and Final Fantasy. Also, I'm trying to think of more. There's a bunch. You can find it like if you go on Twitter and you like go under the Berserk, you look for Berserk. There's a lot of tributes showing all the characters that were inspired by Guts and Kentaro. So it is very upsetting. And before I say that you should read Berserk in honor of this, I will say that, but I'm going to say a very, very heavy, however, comma. Berserk handles very sensitive topics, and if you're not okay with those, don't read it.
This is this is a thing you've mentioned like
Yes.
from like a long time ago when we started the podcast.
So I was on Twitter and I saw people, recommending Berserk, saying, "Hey, no matter what, you should read this." And I also saw the other people's perspective where they said, don't if you're not okay with it. And I agree because shit gets intense and it can be very triggering for certain demographics. So if you want to read it and you are okay with the topics at hand, which I will not say here, look it up for yourself. Definitely read it. It's a great read. It's probably my favorite piece of literature, period. But if you're not okay with that, don't. And with that said, Eric, want to get into a lightning round?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Shut up, Dan. You knew I was going to say it right. Absolutely. I'm back once again for lightning round. I don't think we're going to spend too much time on it, but it is a little bit longer. Just a lot of stuff happened between DC and DC and DC, you know? So they had a conference call, up front or whatever, I guess. That's why all this news came out, which is really weird. And we're going to get right into it. So, Marvel's Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantum Mania has begun filming, and I believe they are filming in London first, so that's a big yay for me.
They teased they're using the Mandalorian technology, like the what's it called again, Eric?
I don't volume,
yeah.
Oh,
the
God,
whole like the background stuff and everything. So that's a plus.
That's gonna be so cool.
Yeah.
And apparently, what's her name? Evangeline
Lilly.
She leaked in the photo that she hashtagged Corey Stoll. What's his name from the first Yellow Jacket from the first one? In the post, they're filming, and like everyone was freaking out, like, "Oh, he's gonna be in it."
What are the chances?
I mean, it's
that
quantum.
guy got. I mean, that guy got like squashed to death. So I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyways, I'm excited. I'm excited for that.
King the Conqueror.
King.
Lovecraft. Yeah. Anyways. That's what we want. Right. Sad news. Lucasfilms announced that they are not going to move forward with Rangers of the New Republic. Apparently, the rumor is that it was going to star Gina Carano. How do you say her name? That's how you say it or no?
Carano, I think.
Carano? All right, I'm bad at names. You guys know this. And that's probably one of the main reasons why they were like, yeah, we're not going to move forward with this.
Yeah, I mean, it said it's not in active development. So it's not to say that it could come back at some form or another. But I think the other rumor was that it was going to have Bo-Katan in it.
Mm.
So I don't know if they're going to switch it out at one point. Or not, or how important this is to the actual overall story.
Probably not anymore.
Yeah.
If they said that, they're probably shelving it.
I mostly wanted to see the pilot that was introduced in Mando season 2.
Oh,
fuck! I want to look at his
name. I know who you're talking about. I've seen him.
Brandon has mentioned him too before.
Yeah, I recognize him when I saw him.
It's not super important. We can move on. We can come back to this. I'll find it.
All right. Moving on. We're going to move on to DC news. A new animated Batman series called Caped Crusader, Jesus Christ, was greenlit at HBO Max. It's going to be produced by Bruce Timm, J.J. Abrams, and Matt Reeves.
It's a lot of creative hits here.
That's yeah. And they've done some stuff, you know?
Collectively, they've done stuff, yeah.
Yeah, like they've done some good stuff.
You want to name what they are? I mean,
Bruce Timm did Batman the Animated Series, that Justice League series,
animated universe.
Yeah, almost all those animated DC shows from like the early 2000s, late 90s maybe.
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams, I can only say he did Cloverfield. I can't say that. I can't speak on none of that. I can only say Cloverfield. Okay. I think Matt Reeves directed the first Cloverfield too. That's the weird part. J.J. Abrams was a producer on that, and Matt Reeves directed that, but he's doing The Batman with Robert Pattinson. And he did the first Rise of the Planet of the Apes, or
I think it was the second one.
The order of those are weird. I forget. But yeah, so this is
it's
looking
interesting
to be a good one.
Yeah, it's interesting because I was talking to Eric. It looks like the original like Batman suit from like his introduction.
Oh, left 40s.
Like so like I didn't know. I remember like what time period.
Yeah,
but like the cowl shape. He might actually have the purple gloves. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're gonna rewrite the Batman mythology, which we don't know what that means.
Yeah,
but
there's no point in theorizing because it's like literally like
could mean anything.
It's hard.
But HBO Max exclusive, I'm assuming.
Probably. I mean, we talked about Cartoon Network, but I don't know if that's going to be there too.
I feel like it is just because it's animated, so it can go either or. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Could be.
Okay. Next, Jack Quaid and Alice Lee are casted as Superman, Clark Kent, and Lois Lane in a new Superman animated series ordered to series on HBO Max and Cartoon Network.
Oh, this is
And-
the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, they received a 2-season order. So Jack Quaid, he was in The Boys. He played the main guy. I forget his name. I can't.
I know
of
the
it
face.
at the moment. Yeah. And Alice Lee, I know she was in. She's relatively like real low key. So it was Zoe's
These are not-
Extraordinary Playlist.
These are not voice actors. These are actors.
Yeah, which is really weird.
I mean, they have done that. It's just strange that they're doing it for this. It's like not getting like more iconic voice actors to do this.
Yeah, I mean it's different. You know what I mean? You have so many versions of characters. At one point, you got to be like, let's try this.
Yeah. I mean, this show's gonna be different regardless.
Yeah,
Based on the title. Excited? Maybe.
I'm always excited for Superman stuff. I'm not gonna lie, because it looks like they're building an animated universe that goes everywhere. You know what I mean? Like different characters.
Multiverse.
Yeah.
You already know how I feel about Superman.
Oh God.
I already know how you
he's
feel
not
about
flawed,
Superman.
except for
I know
Man
how
of
you.
Steel.
I know how
He's not
Lenny
a
feels about
character.
Superman.
Oh my God.
He's an idea.
Okay. You
Oh
got it.
shit! All right.
Okay, next.
Uh-huh.
So 2 directors have been hired for Batgirl and a Batgirl movie, and the movie will release on HBO Max exclusively, and the duties have fallen to the duo team of, oh God, please forgive me, Adil Arbies, Arbi, and Bilal Falah, which are the directors of Bad Boys for Life, and I'm pretty sure they have like either writing credits or they're directing
They're
a
involved
few
with,
episodes of Miss Marvel, which we're excited for.
Yeah.
I mean,
I haven't seen Bad Boys for Life.
oh,
But-
it's good.
They hired the duo for a reason. I feel so.
It's a lot, you know what I mean? Building a universe.
Does I forget if we talked about Batgirl back in the DC episode, long ago?
The
I mean,
fandom.
the
like-
one about the shows that we watched.
No. The one. Remember that DC episode, which is me, you, and Carlos?
Yeah, no, we definitely didn't.
Oh fuck. Okay. Well, I was gonna say that like it's been Batgirl's been in the mix of like appearing in a movie or in a show for like the past like 10 years. Something was involved.
Yeah.
Like it's weird. We finally have now gotten to the point where there's maybe something going on again.
I mean, it looks like they're trying to move forward. Trying.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm excited.
All right. What's
All
up
right.
next?
Again, we're still on DC. Wow.
Let's move this a little quicker because these are mostly animated stuff.
It's fine. DC announced an animated Injustice movie is in the works. Yes, Injustice,
Yes,
like the video
Injustice.
games. We're excited. We want to see it. We want Injustice 3 though, so like get on that first. All right,
Comic, most
next.
likely. Okay.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson has been cast to voice Crypto the Superdog in DC Super Pets movie. This man's doing too much. I love him. I want to see it. He's
That's
doing a
hot.
lot. He's
I'm not
doing
even
a
gonna
lot.
lie. That's hot.
I'm for it, but like,
Superman's dog is cooler than Superman, and no one
Oh
can tell
my
me
God.
otherwise.
Crypto the
It
Superdog.
fits, but like I know a lot of people got pissed off because they were like, "Oh, there's like a Black Adam news with Superman or something."
Just be
No,
prepared
this is
to
better.
have
What do you
Kevin
mean?
Hart.
This is just better.
You're gonna have
What do you
Kevin
mean?
Hart as Streaky, which is the Flash's cat. So be prepared for that. And I don't want to hear nobody bitch. All right, next,
You know what?
Robert
The Rock
Pattinson.
will- Yeah.
You're fine.
I'm just gonna say The Rock's gonna balance out all the hate I have for anybody else.
Okay, that's fine. Me too.
Who's the other guy who's in Jumanji?
Too.
Jack Black.
Jack Black voicing
Jack Black is gonna be
Batman's dog.
Oh my!
Is he actually?
Ace the Bat?
No.
Nah.
I'm just
Oh,
fucking
God.
around. This is the fan casting.
That's
It'd be
gonna be
really
Kevin
fun.
That'd be so funny.
That's gonna be Kevin Hart too.
Everybody's Kevin Hart.
Everyone's Kevin Hart.
You're
Alright.
a Kevin Hart. You're a Kevin
You're
Hart. We're
Kevin
all a
Hart.
Kevin Hart.
I mean, he has roles playing pets, wasn't he? In The Life of Pets,
Yeah, he was the
bunny.
bunny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Gee. So
God, I forgot about that
mean,
movie.
I did too. I've never seen it.
There's a
All right.
second one.
Yeah,
it's-
there's two.
Yeah,
And it was
the
a
voice actor.
superhero one.
Yeah, because he's Super Bunny or whatever.
Yeah, that was the second one. Oh God! All right, next.
All right, enough about Kevin Hart.
Robert Pattinson signs a first look producing deal with Warner Media. Yay! He's playing Batman Forever. That's what it sounds
No, I
like.
think it's not only just Batman. I think it's a lot of other Warner stuff.
Well, yeah, because remember he was in Tenet with them and all
Tenet,
that.
yeah.
I just watched that this morning. Oh my God, we got to do an episode on it, Patty.
Patty already watched
if
it,
you're
so-
listening, I rewatched it again. It was so good, dude. I was confused. I loved it. All right,
We are gonna watch it. Let's say that we're gonna watch it. Let's see. Next up,
next, Adult Swim is giving us a Rick and Morty spinoff starring the deceased Vindicators. No, they're not
What?
deceased. I'm assuming this is like a prequel.
No,
But it's a mini web series.
it's just 8 hours of like 30 minutes each
Like,
episode of
yeah,
them on
20.
the floor evaporated or some shit.
in that little pit where they died. We're
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
Saw.
And it's because I'm pretty sure Logic did a concert.
Yeah.
So just Logic in the background.
Am I still getting paid for this?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what
I'm gonna
happens.
see. I really like the Vindicators just because of how stupid they were and how like the guy, the train guy, was one like
Green Lantern.
that was really funny. Yeah, Green
All
Lantern and Batman at the
aboard.
same time. All right, next up.
Okay, I just learned this like maybe like 20 minutes
20
before we
seconds ago.
record. Yeah. So, a Hellraiser remake will release on Hulu. Why? Give it to Blumhouse. Give every horror franchise to Blumhouse. Let them do whatever the hell they want, and I guarantee they'll make you money.
Oh, this guy. Oh,
We're
okay.
still waiting for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Oh,
shit.
my God, we're gonna be waiting another
That's-
5 years
yeah.
for that.
I'm gonna be waiting my whole life for it.
We got our first look like at 5 years ago or whatever.
Oh
First
my
look
God.
at
It's
what?
been a while.
The
At
logo?
the, like, no,
Like, what?
No, it's fine. I learned that we have audiobooks for all the Fazbear
All
Frights
the
books. Yeah, so I can just listen to that while I wait.
this is the animatronics from Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh God, we're supposed to be talking about Hellraiser. All right, next. Leslie Odom Jr. and Kate Hudson have been cast in the now really packed out Knives Out 2. We're
Ouch.
excited.
Okay.
Every week we talk about Knives Out because of the casting that they're doing on it. I love it. Like, I'm all for it. And Leslie Odom Jr. was in Murder on the Orient Express, so he's kind of like sticking to this whodunit type franchise,
Yeah.
which I'm okay with.
I mean, like we said, like many weeks prior, we watched it. We really liked it. Is adding a whole bunch of new new faces, but like real famous people.
Yeah.
It's like really good idea.
Kate Hudson was
Hudson.
she's like romantic comedy or like
Yeah.
romance. So like I mean,
Love Triangle, maybe.
yeah, I mean, well, Leslie Odom was the African American gentleman in Murder on the Orient Express.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. All right, next and final thing.
Final thing.
Timothy Chalamet has been casted as Willy Wonka in the Wonka prequel.
I don't know how I feel about this.
It could have been Tom Holland. It could have been
You
Tom
know what? I
Holland.
like this.
Or it
Okay,
could have been
okay.
what's his face? What's his face?
Which one?
Like a blue-eyed guy. Ender's
Yeah,
Game.
that narrows it down. Oh, you're right. Asher, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like they
Fucking
were all
asshole.
up for
Oh,
Spider-Man
Asa
2.
Butterfield. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
They were
of, yeah.
all up for Spider-Man, and then they were all up
Oh
for
my
this.
God.
So it's
Yeah,
really
that's
weird.
so weird.
Yeah.
Like why is like the template of like Willy? It's like Willy Wonka type and Spider-Man type the same thing.
Because they're weird. Hollywood's weird. I mean, I want to see how he does in Dune, and then I'll judge
Yeah.
from there. Because I haven't really seen anything he's been in.
Well, I know
Also,
my
is-
sister likes him, therefore he must be bad.
Oh, God. I can't blame you.
Is Wonka like supposed to be this cheerful guy? Is there like a darker edge to him?
I have no idea.
Because
Isn't that what we're gonna learn?
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
we'll see.
watch them make it like a Cruella type.
Don't compare Disney to
Who was-
WB.
No.
Two different
I'm
people.
just gonna say there might be like
Wasn't there
Joker type.
who was the female or the actress that people were fan casting
For
for
who?
Willy Wonka?
I don't know.
God, I remember seeing something. I
This is
don't
the
know
first.
what. That'd be
Well,
kinda
Wait, to play Willy Wonka?
yeah.
Mm.
I don't know.
I got a question though. Is Willy
looked
Wonka a
interesting.
real person though? Like, did he really found Willy Wonka, the candy and all that, or is this just like a made up mascot by the company?
We can't answer that.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure.
Yeah, that's illegal.
Okay, well, I almost got in trouble. Okay, whoops.
I'll do some research.
We're under
Incognito?
contract. We can't say that.
Okay.
Stop
All
it.
right. All right, so that's it for lightning round. Yeah. Woo.
Yay.
All right,
That
Brandon.
was so long.
So for those who don't know, last week, basically 6 days ago, basically a week, Disney Plus.
I haven't seen this neither.
Yeah, I haven't either. So the original series Monster at Work is going to be
Oh,
premiered
okay.
July 2nd. And as I said, the first trailer came out last week. Now, if those don't know, Monsters at Work is basically, a spin-off of Monsters, Inc.
And, what is it? Monsters University?
Yes.
That's a prequel.
Yeah. It's still a spin-off.
No,
No,
I
it's,
same
it's,
universe.
it's more of a sequel.
what?
Did
Monsters
you have-
University?
No. Monsters at Work.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's continuing on with the whole.
Or everyone's wrong.
Laugh.
the whole laugh energy instead of the scare
I'm pretty
energy.
sure. I'm pretty sure in the you guys seen it, right?
I
No.
saw it.
Okay, I'm pretty sure. I'll just play it real quick. I'm pretty sure like the whole thing is like there are people like mad at the whole laugh thing. Not much to it.
It's a 30-second trailer. I'm a little
Yeah.
upset about
I
that.
thought
but
I
it's
thought
fine.
it was a trailer.
because-
Trailer. I'm
No,
trying.
teaser trailer.
Yeah.
That's
All I'm gonna
That's-
say is I have so much nostalgia for Monsters Inc., so I'm excited.
yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna be like if it's not because it doesn't. I don't know if it looks like it's focusing on a different group of characters. So I don't know if it's gonna focus on Mike,
Sully and-
Sully.
Mm.
I doubt it, but
Mm.
I'm still gonna watch it.
I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna change it out to first episode. I'm like, yeah, nah, this ain't it, chief.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna write some executives a very hateful letter.
have Patty proofread it.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
College boy.
I mean, yeah. There's not much to that trailer. There's just like, I guess our first look at It's our first look. I don't think was anything before that.
That's ass.
Yeah, not much to it.
I don't even think we've seen those new monsters until now.
No, we've seen them in like promotional stuff.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I remember watching or seeing the purple dude somewhere. I don't know.
That narrows it down.
It's the only purple monster.
Hey, I don't know, because what's his name was purple.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, see?
Randall.
You
Okay,
lost. Randall, you lost.
Who voiced Randall again?
Oh, no.
A legend.
Probably.
Was it
Randall Park.
Man amongst men.
That'd be really funny. No, he's Steve Buscemi. That's who voiced
I
him.
love Steve Buscemi.
So
Man has
weird.
range.
All right, Brandon, what's next?
And earlier today, I'm gonna be honest, this shit kind of look whack, but like the Turner trailer came out today. That's just my
So
opinion.
upset.
This shit look whack.
I want to know why. What happened?
It's just to me, I'm not really interested in this
Oh
movie.
my god, don't be negative. Now you're gonna get me, and you're interested in Black Widow. Throw it on.
I never said I was interested in Black Widow. Don't put words in my mouth.
All right, we'll watch it right now. We'll see what happens.
Okay, I don't care about. So this movie could be great, it could be terrible. I'm just gonna watch it all just for that one scene where Kamal Nanjiani's dancing. That's all I want.
It's a
Out of
good
that whole
scene.
trailer. That's all I want.
It's like Doctor Strange meets Guardians, which is great. It looks great.
Oh, I never thought about it like that. I think most of the story is just gonna be them through. I mean, you just mostly see them throughout time.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna be like throughout the movie you'll see like different points in time and see what happens between them, like if they interfere or if you actually see like things from the MCU, like say the Thanos snap or something. If they
I feel
help
like that's
or
probably the
anything.
trigger.
Oh yeah. Because I think
Definitely.
they come out of hiding because isn't Thanos a Celestial or something
No,
like that?
he's I don't want to say new god. I'm thinking of DC.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know what you mean.
I want to say he is like, I don't know. He was related to one of the Eternals or something. They hinted at.
Yeah, something in relation to the Eternals.
Yeah.
I think because of him, maybe that's how they come out. Not necessarily like the snap, just more like the impact that he made on. I guess it would be the snap then.
Mhm.
So maybe you could see them like throughout the MCU, kind of like how you saw a little bit of Spider-Man in Spider-Man: Homecoming. You saw a little bit of Civil War in there, kind of like that, or the Ancient One in the Battle of New York and Endgame.
I can see him like Doctor Strange. Like I'm like, because those visuals look really similar, except everything's gold. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like communicating.
and it is going to be interesting because we did talk about Cersei being the main person, or at
Well, it
least
looks
what
like
Kevin
it's
Feige said.
her and Richard Madden
Yeah,
because they're married, or you know what I mean, together or
There's
whatever.
a-
Like it looks
there's a-
weird.
there is a love triangle. I don't know if you remember that
Mhm.
between her, Richard Madden, and the Black Knight.
They didn't have him in here, did they? Actually,
he was
not
here.
thinking about it. He was.
He was there. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I also thought that, but I saw him just now. It's in the.
Where's my
Here you
boy
go.
Kit Harry? Yo, there we go.
Okay.
There's my boy Kit
It's,
Harrington.
Kit Harington's literally with
The only
Cersei.
actor I know.
That's so sad.
So,
That's so sad.
it's
was
funny
really
because
into Game of Thrones,
I forgot
but-
his name. No, that's the thing. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
I think the
The
transition
one
they did.
actor I remember.
I like that transition to the MCU
Oh.
or the Marvel Studios logo.
That's that girl from Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
So messed up. But she's
What's her
not.
name?
In
The
there,
doctor, Minerva. Yeah, she's a doctor. I think. I think it's just a colorful, group of
Yeah.
heroes.
It's the Justice League, but better.
They're they're
Like
ages
realistic.
as well, so they'll be shown everywhere. Also, it seems like there might be like a cult of some kind. That's hot. A cult or some kind. With
God, I love cults.
the quote unquote bad guy of the story. This guy
I like
right here at the end.
Angelina Jolie.
So you see where he's just coming out of it. Yeah, that there.
Yeah.
Someone saying that like he didn't like the fact that the Eternals were helping humans to like advance the technology or like anything like that. He wanted to see how humans would go on and I guess learn on their own. I think that's what this kind of cult like thing is, where they worship him, but it's not like he's giving them technology. They have to figure that out themselves.
He looks like a knockoff Ezra Miller, to be honest. I'm not even gonna lie.
You know what? I think we said that earlier.
Like
Who
I
is he?
feel,
Like
I don't know.
he looks like Ezra Miller, and he
He's,
also looks like the guy.
He's in
who-
Game of Thrones, I think.
Okay, he is Bran then. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I was
Oh,
gonna
I don't
say
know.
he looked like him.
A lot of people in this show are Game of Thrones.
I know. I remembered that. I just didn't remember if he was one of them.
In this movie. My bad.
I think there's just there's three of them because it's him, Richard Madden,
Yeah, and then Kit Harington.
fucking damn it, forgot his name again.
That's why I'm here. To remember the one
so
actor's
We also
name that no
have
one else does.
the speedster lady. She's
Deaf.
deaf, yeah, and well, the actress is deaf, so she'll be
Yeah.
there. I think her character's also deaf. I'm not
Yeah.
too sure. And actually, this is like it's gonna be two deaf characters, I think, in the MCU. This in here and in Hawkeye.
Echo.
Honestly, kind of pog.
Yeah, it's cool.
I don't remember.
She's one of like the.
Is it sad that the only
antagonists.
other like deaf characters that I can remember, like from recent shit, was from Dragon Prince?
Oh, I don't know. I actually kind of forgot. I don't know if it's. I don't remember which character that is.
She was the aunt.
Oh, the aunt. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the really badass aunt.
But yeah, I'm willing to see where like it'll go. Like Eric said, there's not much, story wise, but I'm interested to see where it will be headed.
I literally just want to see
Because
that
it's the
one
cast.
scene, and I'll be done. Once I see that, I'll get
I mean,
up and I'll leave the theater.
'cause I think I think the deal with him, with Kumail Nanjiani, is that he's a famous Bollywood star, and that's his way of like lying low.
I love that so much.
Like
Man, it's
everyone's
cut.
like, yeah, he's shredded.
I can't wait for them shirtless
Dude,
scenes.
Yeah.
So hot.
Not
Not
right,
even
man.
gonna lie.
That purple
Alright.
too. Ooh.
Brandon, what's the last bit?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about this.
Well, these are the
Someone could take it
developers.
away from me.
Okay, well, these are the developers that are all set and ready to head to E3. So this contains of Nintendo, Xbox, Capcom, Warner Brothers Games. Warner Brothers Games? That's weird
Yeah,
to
it's
say.
a whole.
Ubisoft, Take-Two, Square Enix, Sega. Is that an I or an L?
Bandai Namco.
Okay. I'll take it from here because I don't know how to say that. Is it just the letters?
I think it's just TriQ Nordic.
Okay. Gearbox, software.
I don't know what was there. Something was there.
Something
and
was
I don't know
missing.
what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Blank and then Bethesda. I don't know what the fuck that was. Okay. But these are this is the line for E3.
Which sucks.
This I don't know if this is a small lineup
It is.
or if I'm just tripping.
No, it is because
Okay.
me and Patty were talking about it, and
Mhm.
we were gonna put in the summer games lineup,
Oh, right.
which is vastly superior to this, and it's so sad because the Summer Games Fest. I'm sorry, I gotta find it though, Patty.
It's been a while, but yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that
I
he
don't
sent
know
it
what
in.
There's so
It's in the
many
video games, I think.
more. Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know where anything is. in here.
Or Patty. It's the first. It's like you'll see it. I mean, if you go to video games.
Oh, okay, yeah. The Summer Games Fest, which is, I'm assuming around the same time, they have 2K, Activision, Amazon Games, Annapurna Interactive,
It seems like it's
Bandai
double.
Namco, Blizzard Entertainment, Capcom, Devolver Digital, Dotemu, EA, Epic, Finji, Frontier, Gearbox Publishing, Hi-Res Studios, Inner Sloth, Koch Media, Mediatonic, miHoYo.
Mihoyo. That's
Thank you.
Genshin.
That's really close. No, I mean that's.
PlayStation,
I want to be able to say that.
Psionics, Raw, Furry, Riot Games, Saber
Pretty sure it says
Interactive,
Fury.
Sega,
You dumbass. That's one
Raw
R.
Fury,
Not anymore.
Square Enix,
Okay.
Raw Furry now.
Steam, 10 Cent Games, Tribeca. The film festival is presented by AT&T, whatever that means. Ubisoft, Warner Brothers Games, Wizards of
Waverly Place.
Crest.
The Coast.
And Xbox.
That's D&D.
That is okay. It looks
Oh,
And also
so
Magic the
weird.
Gathering.
Small.
So mostly Magic the Gathering.
So like the
Yeah,
Summer Games Fest is far superior to E3, which makes no sense whatsoever.
Want to know why? And I can tell you right now why.
go ahead. I want to know.
Presented by Prime Gaming, aka Twitch,
Emma.
aka Amazon.
Why. Oh,
That's why. Like Patty could probably say more, but that's the reason I see.
Yeah,
that
that's
makes
just-
more sense.
That's plastered everywhere. So
that's
You got
crazy.
Amazon games. You got Amazon games on your phone.
uh, Thankfully,
It's
no.
like- it's
Luna's not doing too well.
It's I mean, yeah, they.
I mean,
the
Sony has
last-
already just said like fuck E3 in general.
E3, yeah. Last time we did E3, like when we covered it, I feel like we got a good amount out of it. I don't remember if it was a good year or a bad year for E3.
It
or not.
was,
But, like, it's
a
2019.
better year than it was. Like not the best year that had recently happened, but it was
Yeah.
decent enough.
And then last year they didn't.
Nintendo
they-
was like
I
the only
think
one
they-
that actually cared, like did anything.
Oh yeah, that was the
special.
thumbnail.
Yeah.
And last year I think they just canceled it.
Yeah.
So I think that they were hoping that this one was going to be a little bit different, but I mean it's not looking too good. The lineup is just it has most of the same stuff from this lineup. It's just the other ones that has more of a variety. Yeah. That's it. We can just that's it for straight up. I think unless you guys want to say anything else about the lineup.
We're all furry.
Did you actually mess that up, or did you?
Yeah, I did. No, I
Okay.
was reading furry.
God, you're
I think I
weird.
said it last time too when I was looking at them when I
Oh my
looked at it
God.
the first. I was like, "We're all furry."
I don't think anybody I don't think anybody told you that it was wrong when you read it the first time.
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, we can move on to now the topic. Tones, do you wanna take it away?
Okay. So, as we stated before, today we are doing a bit of a retrospective on Studio Ghibli's Princess Mononoke. And the reason behind this, and kind of behind all of Anime Month, besides the fact that Goku Day was this month, it's also because the anniversary of HBO acquiring all the Ghibli films and streaming them on HBO Max is, I believe, May 25th. So I'm gonna look that up
So
once
tomorrow?
more. Yeah. Okay, May 27th. So yeah, so we decided to watch one of the probably either the first or second most infamous Studio Ghibli movie at this point. So to start off
Well,
with that,
Is it one of the earlier ones?
it's I wouldn't say it's super early. I mean, it's obviously compared to now, but they've been doing stuff since I believe either late 70s, early 80s.
I think it was early '80s. But this was late '90s.
The oldest Ghibli film I've watched was Grave of the Fireflies, which I believe was 85, which I will look up now. It's 88. So, and that movie's depressing. But we're not talking about that today.
It is. I mean, you were hitting on the point, but it hit the whole the whole idea for the anime. It came at the best time, just because obviously Goku Day and then the anniversary. I mean, it all worked out really nicely to fit everything, and in a good month, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's also a good way to end it. I think this is saving the best for last.
Yeah.
I think everything
Especially
was
after last
built,
week.
Yeah, around this. Yeah.
Especially after last week.
What was
Oh.
last week?
I'm gonna be honest. I forgot what was last week, even though I edited. I was just not in it. I forgot.
God, those movies sucked.
It's a great episode because of those movies. Because they
Yeah.
sucked.
That's the
But they
only time that will
sucked.
ever be said
It
about
was-
those movies.
It was really funny when Brandon started getting really mad at Initial
D.
Because that was my cutoff. I was like, I'm gonna go get a snack. But it was really funny.
Yo, these movies got good ratings. What the fuck?
If you do want to listen to that, that's last week's episode. All right, so
Shameless plug.
Yeah. Cool. All right, you may continue.
All right, and to start off with our talk on the movie, we're going to talk about our favorite characters, and I will go first. So there are quite a few characters in this movie, and I feel like all the characters, or at least most of the characters that are introduced, are somewhat important to the main idea of the movie. But I think one of the most important characters for that, and the one that they do the best with, is Lady Eboshi. And
we didn't. I just realized we didn't do a synopsis.
oh yeah. So I guess I
All
can.
right, let's do the synopsis, and then we'll come back to the character.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just cut this out.
Okay. Boom. Got it. Boom. Boom. Pow. All right. Go.
So HBO summarizes Princess Mononoke as cursed warrior Achitaka stumbles into a bitter war where a girl raised by wolves defends her forest home against the people of Irontown. In this epic masterpiece from Hayao Miyazaki about the clash between mankind and nature. So that's like a general synopsis of the movie. I think one thing to keep in mind is that the wolves are like forest gods. And that's the only thing I would change. In that synopsis.
Just make sure you add that in because that is super important.
Yeah, they're kind of just forest gods, so keep that in mind.
Mm.
Now that you got name of one of the characters,
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not going to talk about him, and I'm going to talk about Lady Eboshi now. So, as we said before about this in the synopsis, there is a place called Irontown in the movie, and the leader of Irontown is Lady Eboshi. Lady Eboshi establishes Irontown because she found out that you can make metal out of the sand around the area, so they used that, and they started producing firearms with the iron that was created, and with that, she's able to pretty much establish a place where different people are able to do jobs and live better lives. So you learn quickly in the after she's introduced that she takes in a lot of prostitutes, and she gives them work so they don't have to work as prostitutes. And because of that, a lot of the women in the town really appreciate her and look up to her. And
I was confused by that part, but like, are they from the town, or does she just
no, she would like I from what it seemed like she would go around and like look for women to save.
They were from the brothel.
Yeah, she would go to like different brothels and like just get them out of there.
I mean, she's giving them like a newer job that's really fucking difficult. Well, like she's still like helping them out. That's cool.
Yeah,
they appreciate it though.
Yeah, for sure.
And then she also helps people who like she helps you see that they're lepers who are finding new ways to fine tune the guns and make them more usable to the women in the town, so that they'll be able to protect the town when need be. So that's the good things that she does. She's also destroying the forest around the Irontown to like make like to develop more and to get to the iron sand or more of the iron sand. And that's where the clash between like the good that Lady Eboshi does and the bad starts to show. And I think that clash and that obviously not like at first you could see her as a hero and then you see her as a villain. And I think that, yeah, the different clash between the two really, they do a good job with that. And they don't just like paint her as one or the other. The fact that she's like always in the middle is a really like compelling, it makes her a really compelling character. And I also like the fact that she literally just talks about like taking over the world and everybody's just like, yeah, no, you're going to do it. Yeah, no,
yeah.
Yeah, like it's going to happen.
That was my favorite part about like when like every time that came off I was like, wow, this
like
is
she always says
like,
it as a joke. But I was like, no, it's not a joke. Like, it's going to happen. It's a matter of time.
I am inevitable.
Exactly.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't really know what else to say about Lady Eboshi. I feel like I can't really go into her more without like talking about the theme, and I kind of want to wait for that.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because she's like one of the like.
She's like one of the main parts of like the main driving factors of the theme.
Yeah. All right. So, do you want to now go to the next person?
Yeah.
Okay. Eric.
Yes, I am here. I am back. It's me once again. You haven't heard enough of me? That sucks because I have. All right, so my favorite character is, you got to say this for me, Antonio.
Lord Akoto.
Lord Akoto. O-coat and then toe. All right, bet. So the reason why I like Lord Akoto is because in the beginning of the movie, right, it was the what was it the
boar.
boar god. I was so bad at remembering this. He just flat out dies, right? So Lord Okoto takes it upon himself to run all the boars, like he's in charge. And
Reestablish
yeah,
the pact. I don't know.
Yeah.
not really, because he just starts going ham for no reason.
Well,
He sends all the other boars to their deaths for no reason, and just like wants the man to die no
Yeah.
matter the cost.
It was a suicide charge to
They're like, yeah, we know we're gonna die, but like we're gonna take some out while we're dying.
Yeah, like
However
it's gonna
come-
Who got
happen.
slaughtered.
We're all gonna, like, you know what I mean? We're not just gonna die for nothing.
Ride
we're gonna
together,
take
die
some of
together. You know
y'all
what I'm
too.
saying?
Yeah, bad boys for life. Jesus Christ. But the reason why I like Lord Okoto is because he's
Bad
voiced...
boars for life.
Oh God, I'm
Okay,
out.
we're making that into a shirt now.
No, I'm out. I'm leaving the
Shirt
pod.
ideas.
Oh shit!
Please stop.
That was
Bad
funny.
boys for life. We should get paid to do this, honestly, because we make a lot of good T-shirt designs. Oh my
right,
God.
so-
It's just a fucking the boys stampeding.
Ah,
Bad boys for life.
I hate it here.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Oh
right, go
my
ahead,
God.
go ahead.
All right, the reason why I like Lord Okoto is because in the English version, which I watched because
I think we all did because that's the only one
think we all
HBO
did.
has.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, HBO doesn't have subs. They only have dubs.
I thought they had subs.
No.
we discussed this before. That
Maybe I
the
looked
one
somewhere
movie,
else.
the one movie we saw. Fuck, what's it called, Tones? The
Premiere.
Premiere. Yeah, that was they didn't have sub either.
Yeah.
So I think all of them are just blanketed as a dub.
Yeah, I think all the animated.
I think that's weird. But all right,
It
the
is.
reason why I liked him is because he's voiced by Keith David. Now, Keith David is one of my favorite voice actors because I know that man's voice from like
As soon as
10
you hear
miles
it.
away, yo. You know who he is. Yeah. He has voiced Spawn, which I always come back to for some reason. I don't know why. It's always Spawn. What was that? What's the guy's name from Princess and the Frog?
Oh, the villain.
Yeah.
Oh, the Voodoo Man. I forget what his actual name is. I think they just call. Did they just call him the Voodoo Man or something?
Voodoo, you do.
Let me find it. He has a very iconic voice.
Yeah, it's deep and it's soothing.
Dr.
I love it.
Facilier.
Okay.
Falliser.
Yeah, that.
That's sad that I know that one, but I can't pronounce any other name.
It's really fun because as soon as I heard his voice, I'm like, "That's the president from Rick and Morty."
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, yeah, he's in Rick and Morty. He's done a lot of good stuff. I think he voiced T'Challa or T'Chaka at one point in one of the Avengers shows.
That sounds familiar.
I know
Yeah.
that he was in Adventure Time, which I rewatched lately. But the man has a deep voice, and it's just the right amount of rasp that you look for. And also, he is the narrator
Yeah.
for the
Yeah. As soon as I heard that, I'm
For
like,
the
"Oh,
show.
it's that Spawn right there."
Spawn. You compare
Yeah.
him to Spawn like me?
Well, no, because I've been rewatching like MK11 stuff, and he Spawn's in that.
Oh, he voices Spawn in MK11.
Yeah.
Oh,
You sound sad.
I thought it was Michael Jai White.
No.
I mean, either way, it's fine. But like,
Oh, it's in the Avengers Assemble. He voices T'Chaka. Yeah.
but no, he's just like he's an older, like the characters. The boar is Okoto is really like
Lord.
flawed to where he don't see where he's doing wrong.
Yeah, even in
And-
there's that sequence at the end, or towards the end, where he sees his fallen soldiers. He's like, "They're back. Let's go." It's like there's a flaw in that, but he's just very blind, just to see what was happening, just because he
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yeah. Men's don't. Men's is selfish. That's the word. Yeah. And I love it. I love a person that kill everyone just to save the forest, but even though they're dying, you know what I mean? Like that's kind of weird.
That's tough.
It's tough. Yeah. That's it. I like voice actors.
Can we just
Yeah.
take a short second to talk about how like this dub is actually good?
Oh yeah.
Like the English voice acting for this was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
It surprised me that the one who voices Ashitaka is who it is. I didn't realize it was him. I was Flash's dad,
Ah,
Billy Crudup.
Billy Crudup. Yep. It was so weird because I looked up the cast. I was like trying to see who else is in it.
A lot of people are in it.
Yeah, a lot of people that I recognize. The
Yeah.
guy who voices Bender in Futurama's in it for most
He's
of.
in everything. My God.
Well, I know that's the first thing I remember because I've been watching Futurama.
That's Jake from State Farm. No, Jake from Adventure Time.
Stay
Jesus
far.
Christ.
more important, honestly.
No, they recasted him. I don't want to hear nothing about that.
Is Jake Kwan now?
Claire Danes in this, who I mostly remember her from the Romeo and Juliet movie, the one with Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's what's her name from My So-Called Life with Jared Leto.
I don't know.
Where's Tara Strong's in this movie?
Tara Strong, Jada Pinkett Smith's also in this, which surprises me. I'm like, I didn't hear it at all.
Oh, she played Kate in Terminator 3. That's where I know her from.
Yo, your man's Eric, Billy Bob Thornton's in it too.
Yeah, bro, I love Billy Bob. Oh my God.
Billy Bob. It was just a surprising amount of people that I recognize in this. Not necessarily the
Tara
voices
Strong.
immediately.
Oh,
Yeah, I forgot who she voiced.
it doesn't
Kaya.
Matter. I recognize it.
It doesn't matter.
I recognize it when I hear.
Oh,
Oh,
that's,
that's Tara Strong.
That's his sister, right?
I think so.
Or am I tripping?
Yeah, I know it is.
Okay. Yeah, this
was my favorite
this is a good
character.
amount.
She got yeeted.
Gillian Anderson is in this too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay. I kind of hear it now. Just a good cast. Yeah. All right. So I'll go into my character. So the reason I was like really curious as to like what well, first of all, my character is Ashitaka. And I was really curious because the voice sounded like real calm and mellow at every point. And I'm like, it's so weird. And as soon as I found out that it's Billy Crudup, I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense because of Dr. Manhattan, the way he played.
Yeah, the way
I
he
was
played
like,
that's so calm.
Yeah, it's exactly here because like I'll talk about it later, but like he plays such a like in the most dire moments he's just playing it cool. He's calm even if he's like hurt. He's still like doing his thing. And like I think for the most part like Ashitaka is more like so he's the prince from what part, Tones? If you remember.
God. I
It's
forget
really
his
early on,
clan's
but
name.
it's
They bring it up a few times, but he's
Yeah.
prince of a clan.
it's not that it's not important, but like you kind of just don't.
It
hear from
honestly
them
isn't that
afterwards.
important.
Okay,
I'm not even gonna lie.
So I mean, he's just the prince of, where he's from, and
I'm
he's
looking it
Flash Imishi Prince.
Yeah,
okay.
Mishi.
Imishi.
I would have not remembered that 'cause
Yeah, I
it's really
didn't.
early on in the movie. But like, he is it bitten or
Kind of. I
just
would say he's more
absorbed
just
by?
like grappled. He's kind of just like
Okay.
tainted by it though.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
yeah,
touched
yeah.
them and it infected them.
got the cheese touch? Okay, so like.
Gross.
The boar from the beginning attacked his village and shit and ruined all the crops, and so he's fighting. He's shooting the arrows and the sword, and he gets touched by the the ooze or whatever. I don't know what you want to call it. The curse. Yeah, the curse. The
All right,
curse.
Power Ranger.
I was thinking more the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But so he has this fucked up arm or like the forearm bit, and his village like elders are like, well, you're fucked. You can't do anything. All you can do now is like go to go seek out what's up with the boar and how this happened. So he goes on that little adventure, and that's kind of more who we follow in the story. But I've really liked him because of that like nature of just him being this pure neutral kind of, well, like I'd say neutral because like he goes from side to side, kind of like seeing different perspectives from other people. Like from Tones' character to, I'm not gonna say who else is. I don't know if she's in this list. Is she?
No. Well, I would say leave it. For
Okay.
Lenny.
Okay. Well, okay. Lenny's sort of next door neighbor character. But like he gets different perspective from different sides, and I just really like how like real neutral he is and real calm, and like his journey. Obviously, there's like not like fits of rage, but like there's moments where he just like. And I find it funny because I didn't realize that this was gonna happen. He just like shoots an arrow and it like decapitates someone, and I'm like, yo.
Yeah, this movie was PG when it first came out, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, it was rated PG.
Yo.
They changed that, but it was rated PG.
Yo, I found it. He just he just straight up decapitates someone.
He's also like cut people's heads or arms off with it too.
Yeah. It's because of the strength of the
demon.
The demon
curse.
part that's on the curse, whatever. The thing on his forearm. Like it just makes, I guess, the arm just stronger in general. And like I know there's like bits and pieces where he has that like moment where he's like, I'm not gonna hurt you, then proceeds to hurt someone. Well, like it's just like I don't know. I like the kind of different violence, but also just like his pure calm as a person. And he's just like very honorable, very helpful of others. He's like he gives someone their word, and he sticks to that word. Like later in like the village part where he's like, I promise you that I was gonna do this thing, and I'm here, aren't I, or something like that. But like he has that cool edge to him. Yeah, I think that's it for me. All right.
The scene always makes me laugh.
Oh shit. Actually, this is a good transition to to Lenny's
my
character. Yeah.
So for my character, I picked Moro, which I forget how else they what else they call her. I'm gonna call her the mother of wolves and the mother of Princess Mononoke. And I was very interested in her character because she is very simple. She kind of like clarifies things, like the meanings of like what's happening, even to like characters that should know everything already. She explains it like to the Boar God before they go on their suicide charge. Hold on, I have a quote actually. A quote between the Moro and the Boar God.
Oh, it's a cool fan art. Hold on.
It starts with Moro. So we kill for the force of the dear God. Then Okota says, why is the man here? The dear God healed him. He shall leave here alive. The dear God saved him. The dear God healed a human. Why did he not save Nago? The dear God, does the dear God not protect all in the force? The dear God gives life and takes it away. Have you both forgotten that? And to me, I just felt like, oh, Moro is kind of literally the mother figure, not just to, to her own children, but to like even others who are not as intelligent or wise when it comes to like what's happening and why things are happening. Even towards the end, where she's on her last legs and she's like, oh, well, I guess I won't save my strength for Iboshi. I'll have to kill the Boar God because he's just ruining everything.
Is she the one that's decapitated?
She's the big wolf.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to find a gif of it.
That was fucking funny. Yo, okay. That's sad, but like, it was pretty like.
Bites off a Boshi's arm.
Yeah.
Yo, wait, hold on. I got.
You got. You might have sent it the wrong spot.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, that's okay. I we can
It's
see
just,
it. Yeah, that's
it's a
cool.
funny scene either way, you know.
Yeah. Cause like I remember that moment. At the beginning, she says that like make sure the wolf is dead or something like that.
Make sure the wolf is dead.
They will bite you.
They'll bite you.
And it
Even
just
if its head
happens.
is off.
Yeah.
But then in this scene, just like, oh, it just happened. But but yeah, there's not a lot I have to say about Moro.
And she's protective as well of her daughter.
She's the mother figure of the movie.
Yeah.
It kind of just works for her.
One moment I kind of liked was when Ashitaka was coming out of the cave, and it's like I wished you would talk or scream in your sleep, because that way I can just eat you and to shut you up. I was like, yo,
So
That's
too
tough.
bad you're quiet in your sleep, because if you were to scream, I'd just kill you.
yeah.
Yeah, she kind of metal. I ain't gonna lie.
She's straightforward. I like that. I think that's just about my character. So
Okay.
we can move on to the last
Oh
one.
yeah.
Right.
Oh shit, hold up. All right. Take two. Oh yeah.
I think we could hear you.
No. My mic got caught to my chair like the wire, and I had to spin it back around, and my mic almost unplugged.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. As I was saying. So my favorite character is the monk, aka Jigo, right? Yeah. So
yeah.
we first see him in the town, cool.
Oh, this dude. Okay.
Yeah, cool dude, very, very resourceful, very, very knowledgeable. Seems cool, seems chill. Nope, he's a fucker.
This dude.
He's a fucker. Little do you know, he's basically, how do you know, what is it? Like
very devious.
that, and like basically, what's her face's name? The Lord lady.
Lady Boshi.
Yeah, Lady Eboshi. He's basically like what, a hunter type of thing, like eyes, ears type thing.
Liaison.
I don't know what the word is.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't know
like
if that's
he's like a in between the Lady Eboshi and the Emperor, who's been trying to get a hold of Irontown.
Okay.
So he's like getting info. Really he wants to kill. Oh, I don't want to say too much, but really he seems nice at first, but literally, if you like him too much,
As Brandon said,
you
he's
find
a bit of a
out.
fucker.
Yeah, he's a fucker. I think he's cool, but he's a fucker.
I like his introduction. It's like, whoa, this is gold. Wait, no, where you
Literally.
going?
And you see this man shoot, you see, how, the fact that he was able to run and the type of footwear he was wearing was
Are those stilts?
basically
The sandals.
Yeah, no, but he was on stilts for the back end of that. Am I wrong?
I think just
No.
high heel, like
Oh, okay.
soled sandals. They're wooden sandals, but they're still sandals.
Yeah.
Hey, imagine running those bitches.
I mean, he was.
Couldn't see
I
me.
know, but
Okay.
imagine, bro. I fall on my face. Fuck
That
out of here,
moment
bro.
was really funny. That was so funny when I saw it. I was eating, and then he's like, "Oh, there's people behind us."
You want to show them how fast we can run? Fast as fuck,
Gotta go
boy.
fast, Sonic.
That was really funny. He just sprints the fuck out of there, out of frame, and it's like, "Oh shit, I gotta run now." All right, sorry, go ahead.
No, that's basically it. Seeing him as a cool dude throughout the movie, you see okay, he's in a bush. Okay, he got some crew members, and next thing you know it, he's with Lady Eboshi. Oh, he wants to rain hell. Oh, okay, well, that happened. And then,
everyone's dead.
right? And then, he's literally about to die. What is he gonna do? Okay, he
Arc of
he
the
does
Covenant.
he does a smart thing, and then like I say, he's a fucker.
And, skedaddle skedoodle. He's out like a noodle.
Won't you fucking skedaddle? I mean, that's pretty much what he does at the at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, if there's nothing else you want to add,
I would just like to say that it's quite ironic that our resident monk Brandon chose the monk as his favorite character.
Oh yeah. Is that right?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
And now, since we are done with characters, let's go on to our favorite scenes. And I don't think we said it yet on the podcast, but before we started, we were talking, or I was bringing up how this movie is from '97, and it does not look like it at all. It it barely looks aged. At least like
it has a little bit of like older texture, but like not.
It's
like,
aged so gracefully.
Yeah, like fine wine.
So that being said, my favorite scene was when San invades Irontown and she has her initial face off with Lady Eboshi, and I just think that the actual like combat of that, just like San rushing her, being blocked, and Eboshi just that swipe of like I don't even know what it is. It's not even a knife. It's more like a needle.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's like a wider needle. It's not really a knife. Unless it's more like a kunai. But like that swipe and then San just backing up, so good. And then all the townspeople around them just like watching. They don't know whether to shoot at San or because they might hit Eboshi. And it's just there's so much panic. It's just so good. The fight itself.
It's all those like motions as well were really fluid.
Yeah.
Like it feels very choreographed, like much like the mall. Well, maybe not exactly like that, but like
because it's not mocap, but
yeah,
it's like what Tone said
like,
for a 1997 movie. It was a really good 1997 movie.
Yeah, there's no GIF, is there?
So I'm looking now.
No.
It's so good. Oh my god! Because you even see them in the back. They're just so unsure.
Oh yeah, like they're pulling back
because they want to kill San so bad because they see her there. They see her as like the one who's
there you go
causing everything. And Eboshi's so fucking cocky, and I love it.
Oh, yeah.
See her smirk every time.
Like backed away for like the hot second. Give it a little smirk.
God, it's so good.
Alright, so my favorite scene was like, I think it was more of like a wholesome scene, even though I described it as the hooker scene. It was the scene.
Oh my god!
I think I know what you mean by it. It is wholesome.
What's his name? The main dude,
Ashitaka.
Ashitaka, like first got to like the village, and all of them were working. What were they doing? Smelting.
Yeah,
I'm not tripping. Yeah, they were smelting, and they had to like put their legs on the board and move the board back and forth. And Ashitaka was asking them questions about Lady Eboshi and saying like, "Why do you do this?" And like, "This is hard. Do you guys do this all day?" She was like, "Well, she saved us, and she actually like cares about all of us, everyone here, and we have purpose here. We don't have to just be like." Prostitutes, and they just like described everything that like, well, not that everything that they've gone through, just like what it takes to like come in as a family and work, and the fact that they literally outwork the men at some like towards some I don't want to say like
degree.
Yeah, a little bit to a degree. You're right, Lenny. Thank you. Oh my god. But yeah, it was just a real wholesome scene. And then Ashitaki got tired after a little bit, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna have to put you back to work. You're staying here for a couple days." And then like, that was just so funny. Like, it was like my favorite scene of the whole movie.
Yeah, because you have Ashitaka who's like a trained warrior too. Who's like he starts doing it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, he's not gonna last long." And at first he's like helping them out a little bit, giving them easier time. And then he gets winded.
Yeah, he's like, "Let me know when you're tired. I can take over for you." Something like that.
And they're like, "Yeah, sure, bud."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
I had no idea that's the scene you were talking about.
I don't know. At first, I thought you meant the one where like he first comes to Irontown with the guy who he patched up, and it was the wife. That's also a whole scene.
I know what you're talking about. It is, yeah. I know what you're talking about. That's
right.
That's it.
Yeah, it's cute. I ain't gonna lie.
Man.
All right, for my scene, it's somewhat. I mean, it somewhat connects to Tones' scene because literally the aftermath of that, where Ashitaka kind of like intervenes and it's like, hey, yo, hold up, and then like. It's like you can't, you don't have to fight each other. We can work together, and they're still like at each other's throats. So he just knocks both of them out. He's like, all right, take Iboshi, here you go. I'm gonna leave right now. And then he's walking away. I forgot who shoots him. But he's one of them. Is she the
One of the hookers.
wife? No, but is she the wife of the?
No,
No.
Okay.
I think it's
that's
a
what I thought
side
it was.
one. No, I
Okay.
don't think she would have.
They're probably right. Well, like she's like, "Don't go. I'm gonna shoot you," and he just turns around, keeps going, and boom, he like just gets shot. And this is what I was trying to say earlier with like him being real calm. He gets shot, but he's still walking.
He doesn't give a shit.
He does. He's just look.
Cool
I don't know if
guys
it's
don't
a
look at bullet wounds in their chest. They
I
just push it
can't
up and walk away. You know.
Is this? I want to clarify. Is this hit like the demon hand? Like,
Yeah, it's the curse. It's the curse
Okay.
that allows him to keep on walking.
okay, because I'm like, there's no way he'd be like.
Speaking of curse, I don't know if you caught this, Dan, but he tells them both that a curse is plaguing them.
Yeah, and like that's why it unleashes.
Yeah,
at the
but
time when he's talking.
the curse he's talking about is hatred.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you could say because I didn't say that earlier.
Okay. I just want to make that clear. 'Cause that's a very important part of the scene.
No, you're right. I'm sorry. Oh well, he's walking away. He's getting to the gate, and there's the people around him. He's like, hey, dude, I don't want to hurt you. You helped our guys come home. It's like just go back. Just go back. We're not trying to hurt you. And he tries to go open the door, and he's like, dude, that takes was it 10 men to open?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like you're gonna hurt yourself, and he's just going for it again because of the curse, and you can see the trail of blood and see that he's bleeding even more. The more force he uses to open the gate, and he gets away. He's like, yo, you're gonna kill yourself. Stop what you're doing, and he just still opens it. It's just like this, it's like a better version of like I think what Tones almost said is like the heroes never look at explosions kind of thing. You're talking about like don't look at their bullet wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that like it's really just
They
that.
open doors and just walk away. Yeah, I heard that.
Like it's just like that, like real moment where like I guess the curse came out. And he's just straight out going away, like not really like paying a mind's eye like as to what actually just happened. It's just trying to get away. I don't know. I just really like that scene. There's just like this moment of like quiet. It's like when I don't think the movie had music all throughout. There are moments where it's quiet. I think this is one of them. So it has a little bit of that too, where like the moment the shot gets fired, it's quiet for a little while. I don't know. I really like that. And that's it from me then. All right, Lenny.
All right. Now, those are pretty cool, but then I have a really weird scene.
Now hear me out.
Oh,
Yeah.
This isn't. Well, let me hear it. Yeah, okay.
It's kind of a hear me out kind of scene. It's the death of the deer god or forest god, as some call it. So, unlike Iboshi's and Jigo's like expedition to like hunt down the deer god, they finally found him, and while also trying to confront the boar, which is cursed, and Moro fighting off Okoto. The deer god then approaches, I guess to just intervene or try to take one of them out, or take out Okoto, who's just interfering in general. I think the funniest part is how the deer god gets shot in the throat first, and then continues walking.
Again, that shit again with like the curse.
Just like it's not even a curse; it's just a god.
No, I know, but it's just like the same thing. It's just, cool guys don't look at the.
Cool guys don't look at
The
gaping
shot.
chest wounds.
Yeah.
But after like a while, they do eventually get the head of the deer god, and I guess I don't know like what the actual reasoning is, but I guess through vengeance or something, it becomes like a god of death. I believe is what it's called.
Yeah, like death and
Well, it
destruction.
can no
something like
longer be the the god of nature. It's just the Night King or the Night God, which
Right,
is because it's a god of life and death.
right. Oh yeah, because I already explained it once that the forest god gives life and also deals out death, for it needs balance in the world. So I like this scene because it kind of just the sense that built up from the conflict between the humans and the forest are finally like on the table. And then after that, there's even more conflict of trying to get the deer god's head back just so everything can go back to normal. And I guess the reasoning I picked this scene is because of like the lessons that could be learned from this and also the conflicting sides realizing the one truth about both of the truth about each other is that it was rooted by hatred and that you know just I don't know how to word it.
As
And then
Pokemon Black and White's opening said, it's not always black and white, but your heart always
yeah,
knows what's right.
yeah,
That's
that.
all I've been thinking about this whole episode. Thanks, Gen 5.
Wow.
But
I hate myself.
you know what? I'm glad you said that because I was running out of ideas. But
God.
anyone else has any opinions on the deer god getting its head shot off?
It's
That
kind of
was that.
Also, Dear God's got a weird face. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh my god, yeah.
I mean, like it has a face, and that's weird.
No, you're right. Look at look at this. Look at this. I found it. Hold on. Look at this.
I will
It's
say,
a video,
like,
but it's a thumbnail.
yeah,
It's,
I hate
oh
that
my
so
god,
much.
that's such a cursed gif because you look at him like back to back. It looks like he's walking to you.
I mean, like
Sweetie,
I like
sweet
the gift that
for
I
that
just sent.
booty.
I kind of like that gift.
Yeah,
no, I'm
Kinda
saying
just
I'm
signifies
no, no.
it.
I'm,
Because
I'm
it's
talking about like
making life and then it immediately dies.
And it immediately dies as soon as you reach.
I'm talking about like if you connect the one I sent last and then the one you sent last, it looks like he's walking to you because his face.
God, I hate it.
Is it a combination of different animals?
I don't know. I think it's supposed to be like
I think it's just supposed to be
like
primarily deer, but like I want to say it has a monkey face, but that's also weird in itself.
I think it's supposed to have like a humanoid face because there is
deer and baboon.
There is the monkey group
Inspiration. Oh yeah,
but no. There's the monkey clan.
Yeah, that joint is freaky.
Yeah.
I can't stare at that. Somebody delete it.
Okay, that's fine.
You know what it reminds me of? You remember that thing from Insidious? The first Insidious?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the red face dude behind the in the bathroom. I think it was the bathroom scene. Yeah.
I think I watched that complete, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, fuck.
Darth Maul.
That's even
yeah.
scarier.
Yeah, Darth Maul.
It's Darth Maul. Relax.
I guess we can move on. Brandon.
So it's they somewhat collide with one another because they're literally basically in the same scene. So basically, my favorite scene is when what's his face? Fucking oh shit! I got rid of the doc by accident. Oh, how you say
the main guy?
Name? Yeah, how you say his name again?
Ashitaka,
right? When Ashitaka is on his elk with
that's a beautiful
San,
elk,
right? And then this motherfucker falls off because he's bleeding to death, and the freaking wolves go and attack him. And one of them just biting his head off in a way. But San is showing sympathy towards him because he's supportive over the the forest. But then you see the monkey clan come out of nowhere and we're like, give us this human, we're gonna eat him so we can gain his powers. And she's like, no, you dumbasses, that's not how that shit works. Go away. And then she could have killed him, but instead,
you look beautiful.
Instead, she takes him and his elk to the forest and onto this island to basically regen. I don't just
Yeah.
Is it the island or is it just like
It was like an island.
Oh, I thought just the center of the forest.
Listen,
or something.
Yeah, it was more like
forest
it's like an
surrounded by
island
forest.
on
Oh,
the
the forest
It's
island.
a technical island like of the lake.
Oh, Brandon, you know what that reminds me of? Now that I think about it, it reminds me of that like you talk about it because you were playing
Force Unleashed.
no, it's the same universe.
Star Wars.
Fallen Order.
Fallen Order. Yeah, that's not that.
Yeah, that like underground bit you were on when you were playing. That's what it reminds me of.
Oh yeah.
All right, sorry, you go on.
And then she tells that to you're free. You don't gotta be on his leash command tassel things. But his elk stayed, and after being asleep, or in a coma of some sorts, for a couple of days, like I got I got some strength left. Thank you, Elkie, for staying with me.
You're the real homie.
Yeah,
He really was. Let's be honest.
Yeah, dude. Like the moment at the beginning, I thought he was
to
gonna
the end of the
die.
movie, straight homie.
Yeah, I really think he was gonna die at the beginning. But like he shot the
when
arrow.
when the boar first attacked at the tower.
When he shot the arrow, it scared him. It's like, oh, thank God. Okay, he's good.
And I guess for my reasoning, I don't know for real. I just like that scene the most. I don't really have a real reasoning.
I mean,
I just like
San
it.
like going to stab him and then stopping is really iconic.
What do you mean by it's an iconic scene, Tones? Is it a scene that most people come to and that's like when they first see it?
It's the scene that I see most people bring up when they talk about Princess Mononoke.
Mm. I mean, it is a good. It is like a moment like you expect something to happen like in that moment. You're like, oh fuck, he's gonna die or something like that, or maybe something other thing appears. It is kind of badass though. Yeah, I mean it's really funny because it's mostly like 3 of our favorite moments in this. It's like mostly in the middle section.
Yeah, it's like our 3 scenes like happen back to back to back.
Yeah. I think the hooker scene or the scene that Eric, I don't want to say it like that, but that scene that Eric was talking about.
Ladies
was,
of
before.
Irontown scene. There we go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, thank you. All right, Brandon, if that's it, we can move on to the next bit.
Yeah.
Is the music.
Yeah.
The music.
I'm just going to say, I've been listening to the soundtrack this whole time. Music in this movie is fucking
I
beautiful.
It's so
what
angelic.
I forgot was that this doesn't surprise me, but
Do you recognize the composer?
Yeah, the composer of this is the composer for quite a few Ghibli films. It's Joe Hisashi. So he also
said Joe. I thought of Joe Manganiello.
I thought of Joe Budden.
That's my bad.
He's Joe Obama. But no, so I don't know what other Ghibli films you guys have seen, but I've also in my probably like, I don't know if I would say it's my favorite at this point because I really like Mononoke, but the one that I'd really liked before this was Howl's Moving Castle, and like knowing that and like knowing, because I really like the music from that too, you can tell that you can tell it's the same composer, but like it obviously has this like a different complete feel because this I can't speak right now.
You have a lot of thoughts in your head.
I do,
That's-
and
yeah.
I'm dumb, but
Okay,
but
it's Patty.
but this movie takes place in like, you know, feudal Japan sort of thing where it's like, you know, it's like samurais and all that. So the music obviously has to parallel that, where it's like, you know, more folkish rather than like a, I don't know what else you would call it, like a more contemporary soundtrack. It does a really good job with that.
Yeah.
A lot of string. It's like, I think it's like mostly string.
I gotta look. I had a favorite moment where the music was like top notch. Gotta find it now because I don't remember. I think I like what Brandon said is it is very angelic at some parts as well. In all honesty, I'm not gonna lie. It sounds very iconic to the point where it's very much like Star Wars sounding. Maybe it's because it released around like, or the idea of this kind of sound is like very Star Wars. So maybe like it's like what 20 years difference. Not maybe like 10. I'm not sure. But around the time, it just sounds like a little bit to me, like the more like softer bits. The encounter that's a nice bit. Which is track
6.
6, yeah. That's the one I was thinking of. I'm glad I found that because that's a really nice moment. I forgot what exactly part of that is, but I think it plays in throughout a bit of the movie. But it's very like forest, like, yeah. I was gonna say reminiscent of
Very
Brother
tranquil.
Bear. I was gonna say Brother Bear. But yeah, I like that track a lot. Yeah, it's a good soundtrack.
I just want to bring up that Joey Zashi was doing this one too, because I always forget that, and he's really good.
Has he done all of them?
I don't know about all of them, but definitely a good amount of them.
Okay.
I don't know which other ones from the top of my head. Looking at Spotify, he's done Ponyo.
Spirited Away, he did.
I think he did My Neighbor Totoro.
Yep.
My Neighbor Totoro. I'm trying to look at all of them.
You gotta click somewhere. I don't know where the fuck to go.
The Wind Rises.
Discover.
I don't know if that one's on La Folia. Might be one.
You said did he not do Spirited Away?
No, he did.
Okay, why is it not appearing there?
It is.
I don't see it in albums, but I see it in the other one.
Oh, I did Porco Rosso. I don't know what that is. Oh, Kiki's Delivery Service.
Why does that sound familiar?
Because it's a Ghibli film.
I think we discussed that at some point when we were talking about it.
And
it's a good soundtrack. I
think he does the more, I don't want to say lighthearted, but upbeat soundtracks, because he did not
what you should do? Put that in music if you haven't already.
Yeah. So yeah, really good soundtrack.
Real good.
Really sets the vibe.
All right, next up, and our final talking point, most likely, unless something else comes up. We're gonna be talking about the theme of the movie. Now we've hinted at it, like, or at least Tones, you've hinted at you wanted to save a bit from.
Yeah, so you want
to start with that?
Yeah, I was talking about how Lady Eboshi was a very So I was talking about how like she's portrayed as like a villain and also like a hero at the same time, and that's because like the theme of this movie, at first it seems like it's like a nature versus man versus nature sort of thing, but as you go on in the movie, you realize that man isn't the only evil. There's also hatred and evil in nature as well. So instead of where it's one's bad and one's good, it's more gray than that. It's not black and white. And it's more about how hatred is the actual like villain, and hatred is the thing that causes causes people and beings to do harm to each other. And I think Lady Eboshi was like the perfect example of that, because in my eyes she's a bad person who does bad things to help people. So I was talking about how she's she made Irontown, she's destroying the forest, and she's going on like a conquest. she wants to take over the world. But at the same time, like, she's taking in women from brothels. She's giving lepers things to do. Lepers, people who during that time like would just be like thrown away and like shunned, and they don't want to deal with that. She's someone who, even though she's done all these bad things, is admirable and people look up to her. And the same can be said about, Moro or Okoto, who they're just trying to do the best for their clan and for their, for their children. But at the end of the day, they're also willing to kill and to, let, in Okoto's case, let their clan be killed to, meet their, to get their goals. I don't know if anybody else got something to say.
It's like you gotta, even though like it may seem the movie straightforward, you gotta like have an open mind about it, because it's not just like, how do I word this? It's like you gotta think more about the situation than like what's presented in front of you, type of thing. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I get you. It's like what Tom was saying about like not being black and white, not straightforward.
Yeah.
There's more that meets the eye and like what's actually going on.
I'm just gonna put this here so that we all can understand my hardships throughout this whole. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Put a Pokemon.
It's the perfect summary of this movie.
Bro, I played the shit out of that game.
Wow.
I'm sorry, go on.
No, I mean like wow, okay, Pokemon. Yeah, well, like I get what Brandon was trying to say, or you get what you're trying to say. Everybody's trying to say, like, because like initially that's what I thought, and I brought it up. You're like, nah. Actually,
good sir, you're fucking wrong.
No, but I'm okay with being wrong. Like I really do want to understand. Like, honestly, if we wrote a paper on this at school, I'd probably like do bad or whatever the fuck. But like, I want to know why it was, or why I was wrong. So like, I'd rather be wrong in this instance because like I like that it's not just straightforward. There's more to it. And obviously the boar at the beginning and the like, it was just a great example of not the, wait, would it be no? I'm thinking about the boar at the end because of like how selfish he is. Yeah, but like a lot of other examples pop up and everything.
Also, that's why I like Ashitaka is like the perfect protagonist for this, because even though he himself doesn't really have hatred in him, he's like this like really like chill dude who's cursed with hate, like who has a curse that's like born out of hatred and is trying really hard to fight it. And he's like fighting hatred with like while suppressing like a personified version, or not personified, but like a metaphorical tangible version of hatred. Yeah. Like he only gets stronger when there's hatred around him that like it feeds off of. So that's why he's able to, form these like demonic feats when like during the scenes that me and Dan were talking about. Because the hatred at that time was so strong that he could like the curse was feeding off of all that.
It's like a very I don't want to compare it to it. It's like very like emperor type of thing from Star Wars. Like good. Let the dark side consume you or some shit like that. No, but I get it. I don't know what else we can talk about.
I think like the scenes that like when Lenny was talking about Moro. I think Moro's a good example of that. Because even though Moro hates humans, she's also able to put that aside and raise San. And San, who sees herself as more of like a wolf, is able to hold feelings for Ashitaka, even though she was raised, to hate. And even during that whole time, like whenever she's with Ashitaka, she has such mixed feelings about it because like part of her sees the good that he's able to do, but she can't, differentiate that from all the hate and pain that have been brought on by all the other humans. God, that's so hot.
It's just the good. Okay, we'll discuss it later. Yeah. Any other like points you want to bring up from the movie? Anything we kind of?
I was gonna say, before we end, Dan, I know I mentioned before that not all of us had watched Ghibli films, but you had mentioned that you might have seen one before. So why don't we bring that up?
Okay. I actually kind of want to talk about this because
our thoughts on the movie, just like as a movie.
Okay. Do you want to do that first?
Yeah, it's either whatever you want to do.
Let's do that first, so we can include that and we can move on to the other bit. I guess you can start because you had the.
All right. This is now one of my favorite movies.
Moving on or
Bless.
okay, say less. Okay.
Oh, I said bless, but yeah, too.
Oh, okay. Eric.
I think this was my first Ghibli movie too.
Well, no, we're on the like. What'd you think of the movie itself? Like,
this was my first Ghibli movie, so I really didn't like have an opinion. I just knew they made like good movies, and I thought it was okay. I actually really enjoyed the art of it. It was so good for it being late 90s.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's sweet. Dan, what did you think?
I really like this movie. Like I was telling the guys, like when I was watching it, it didn't because it's like 2 hours and like 14 minutes, 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's also with the credits, but
yeah. It was probably
it's like 2 hours,
straight
like
2 hours.
Yeah.
When I was watching it didn't feel like it was 2 hours. Like I felt like the pacing was really well done. Like everything moved along really well. And like, yeah, I really liked this movie a lot. Because like at first I was kind of like super confused. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm not gonna understand. Maybe I'm gonna like be a little quiet in the episode. But no, I really enjoyed it. I really had a good time sort of understanding and unraveling the ideas of what the theme is, especially right here. But yeah, really liked it. Lenny, what's up? I heard that clap.
This is actually my first Studio Ghibli film. I thought I watched one before, but I'm very wrong. But I have watched 90s anime before. And I will say this is like one of the better animated ones I've seen before. Although the other, actually no, I think this is technically longer than the ones I've watched. But for a anime movie from the 90s, it is really good and I like it a lot.
All right, Brandon.
Yeah, for it being one of my first like.
I thought you were gonna say for being a 90s movie.
No, that too. Like the way.
Yeah.
It definitely held up for a 97 movie with everything. It was just amazing, bro. Like, and I was telling Tones and Lenny yesterday when I was watching, like, I've definitely seen this. Like, it was probably like my third or fourth time. But, like, I've definitely seen it when I was younger. So, like, we were watching it again. Like, it was nice.
I brought you back.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. And then it made me remember like where I've seen it before and stuff like that, where I watched it with. Music was definitely my favorite part.
It came out like mostly around the same time that I'm not saying we were all born around the time, but like it was around that time. Like, you might be able to hear the fucking motorcycle in the background. My bad, but like this, it's not necessarily that old of a movie. Maybe it is because maybe I'm thinking that in the 90s is not that long ago.
Yeah, this is like 20 years old and like almost 25.
I think it's older than all of us.
Not
yeah.
me.
No, like
Okay,
yeah.
I didn't know that. I wasn't doing math.
Yeah,
I wasn't
97.
doing math.
Yeah, it's still real good.
It's as old as Eric. Like, that's crazy.
I was born in 96. I'm older.
Oh, I'm not doing math.
Don't make me feel old.
I guess we can move on to the studio. I mean,
I think I'm
when he said this is the well, this is not my first.
That's true. You haven't said it.
Yeah. If you want to start, go ahead.
I mean, I think I said it like throughout the episode, but I've already seen some before.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the depressing one, Grave of the Fireflies. I've seen the one that has no like almost no conflict, Ponyo, and then there's Howl Moving Castle, which just has the prettiest music. So,
what about Spirited Away?
I haven't seen Spirited Away.
Really?
So
yeah.
I'm gonna enter the chat right
We're
here.
gonna watch that.
I ain't seen it. It's an isekai.
Oh my god, because I was like, this art looks really familiar, and that's not because of Ponyo, because I remember seeing that the trailer for that, and I'm like, what is this? The art style looks familiar, and I like it just brings me back to like I don't know, maybe 2007, 2008, maybe 2007, but like it's on Cartoon Network or something like that. And I remember watching it with my mom because, like, I think it was like, I think I was just waiting for my dad to get home. We just really just in the just watching it, just like in the moment. We're like, this is really cool, really scary because like isn't it like the I haven't seen it since then, but isn't it like the parents or her parents of like the 10-year-old girl or something like that? Her parents are transformed into pigs, something like that.
I have no clue.
Because I remember that sequence in particular. That was like I think they were just eating food. She turns away, and then it goes back to her parents, and they're just pigs eating the food. I think, and like she just goes on an adventure trying to like I guess to fix them, and like she meets like all these other colorful heroes. But it was really weird because I'm like I didn't know this. I had watched a Studio Ghibli movie. But before I watched Princess Mononoke, and I really liked this one, and so I might go back to Spirited Away just to, I guess, revisit that because I don't remember exactly what it's about, but I do remember watching it.
Well, Dan, you don't have to do that too soon.
Shit.
Foreshadowing.
Okay. Tease. Well, yeah, like it was. That's my first one. I haven't seen it in a long time. I just remembered that it was weird because that's the only thing that has stuck with me, like the parents getting trapped or turned into pigs. Because I think at the time I was like, I looked at my mom while she was looking at the movie. I'm like, oh god, this is really this. I'm like, this is not that it's real, but I'm
startled.
Like, I don't want this to happen in real life. But I'm like, there's no way, like actually, theoretically speaking, I may have had like a nightmare or two about that, but I'm not sure. I was young. But yeah, that's my first one. Yeah. I think that's my only one before that too. So I've not really heard of others. I'm not sure why I wasn't interested in Ponyo.
Ponyo is really just like, it's a movie that it's not trying to do anything special. However, if you want a movie to just make you feel happy, you watch Ponyo.
Oh.
You put it on and you smile. That's how I describe Ponyo.
Spirited Away says Walt Disney Studios presents.
Because they published it, I think.
Okay. So then I must have watched it on Disney Channel.
No, it might have been on Cartoon Network. Because I feel like I remember what you're talking about. Because I feel like I saw like a clip of it. So I remember the like the black figure from Spirited Away.
Yeah, I think he's imaginary.
Oh, I just remembered this, but apparently I don't remember the exact number. I want to say like 60% of the frames for Princess Mononoke, Hayao Miyazaki went back like by himself to like, I forget if he like retraced or like redrew them to like correct them.
Oh?
Yeah, man's doesn't stop.
All right. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Nerds Be Like podcast. We really appreciate it. We're available on whichever podcast platform you decide to, I guess, listen. Aside from like the regular ones, we're also available on YouTube. And with that being said, we got some more things coming up for the YouTube design wise, for like the animation stuff. So give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, ring that motherfucking bell, like Tone said up top, we got a Discord. Click the link, and I think it should be the first link in the description. We talk about all things, like pretty much anything that we cover on the podcast. Let's see, we got social media. We're at Nerds Be Like Pod on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, not Facebook. Let's see, so Patty runs the Twitter, so you can DM him there.
Please follow us on Twitter. Please. Like, I'm begging you. Just go follow us on Twitter. Just go do it. Please. Just go.
Yeah. Speaking of Eric, he runs the Instagram. You can DM him there. And Brandon runs the TikTok. Again, you can DM him there. Or unless you want to do it in a more formal way, we do have an email at nerdsbelikepod@gmail.com. And DM or through there you can send us like any topic he wants to cover or any like comments, questions, concerns, maybe like something like that. I don't know. Patty ain't here to tell you, but if you would like to review us on the iTunes app or the podcast app on for Apple, 5 stars, because Patty makes that clear every time. He will read it ASMR style, in the best quality. So yeah, you can review us there. He'll read that out loud. Brandon, you want to take it over with the merch?
I mean, every day, not every day, every week, same shit.
At this point, it'll be every day.
It's been a month now since we got, we transferred to a new website, new merch store. Dan's still putting out work with the designs. We have a lot more on this website they are providing for us. A lot more
variety.
More cups, more masks, more things you never thought of, like a skateboard, like that shit crazy, bro. More sticker options, more t-shirt options, long sleeve hoodies, etc., etc. A lot more options than before.
Yeah. I was gonna say, who would like the skateboard? I'm pretty sure Carlos would.
I'm trying to cop one when I go to Florida.
Oh shit, nice. Let's see. We also have links in the description for resources, donations, things, ways to help communities. So first up, we have ways to support Palestine, what's going on over there. We also have, I think it's just a link, because I couldn't find another one. But ways to support Colombia and what's happening there as well. We also have links for the Asian American community as well as the African American community.
Please.
I think there's more of just resources. There are stuff for donations as well. Speaking of donations, we also have a couple links for the coronavirus donation. Like I said, for all of them, any amount would help. Just like, I think Brandon says this all the time, like
even if it's a penny, it still goes a long way. It's still going towards something.
Oh, right.
Especially Rona ain't going anywhere, so you just donate a penny to any of the links, you're doing a good cause.
All right, so that being said, we're gonna move on to the preview for the next episode, which at this point it escapes me, but Eric, do you want to? Oh, hey, I found it. Okay, Eric, do you want to talk about it?
Dun. See?
Yeah.
I got it. I don't know. I've never fucking played it. I don't fucking know.
Eric, do you want to talk about it, or you want me to? Oh, he's muted.
Damn, what is the next week's episode?
Eric brought it up to our attention that we should do like a different style of review, because we've been doing a lot of them. So we're gonna be discussing, or like we're gonna be putting the original Mortal Kombat and then the new Mortal Kombat, and we're gonna be like comparing, contrasting them. So I guess something a little different. Like we said, we are gonna talk about Mortal Kombat long ago, since like Isekais, something like that. We didn't watch it. I've watched it. It's my second time. But,
whenever it came out, I think it came out in the end of April.
I think it was during around Falcon Winter Soldier. I think that same week.
Yeah,
that finale.
But then we had anime.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll come back. Stay tuned for that. And yeah, I will catch you guys for that episode. All right, goodbye.
Bye.
I'm going to bed now.